Hello everyone, my name is Denise and today I'll be talking on the topic evaluating the sins of others. So I haven't made a video for a long time, or rather uploaded. Actually, I uploaded a few videos, but I just took them down. It's just that in this season of my life, I'm rather low on serotonin, and I just instead of feeling like I can upload a video and get away with it, I sort of start to catastrophize, like someone's going to watch that video, get offended and attack me, something like that. So that has been stopping me from uploading any videos. But today I'm just going to do some exposure therapy on myself and upload this video, hopefully. Okay, so back to the topic, evaluating the sin of others. Why do we do that? Okay, firstly, what is it? Whose sins do we usually evaluate? Usually the people who irritate us or offend us, right? Could be, very commonly, we like to evaluate the sins of our parents, our siblings, our friends, our work colleagues. We do that sometimes during counseling. Sometimes we do that coffee time or lunchtime chat. This usual office politics bitchiness, right? So if you don't want to call it evaluating the sins of others, you can just call it gossiping or just malicious small talk. Okay, let's not make it sound so bad. So why do people do that? Okay, firstly, I want to let all of you guys know, one of my lecturers told me this and it really stuck with me, and I thought it's a good thing. Okay, why do people complain? People complain because they are in pain. So people who complain a lot are probably in a lot of pain. So people who complain to their friends about maybe their spouse, their parents or their kids, they are in a lot of pain emotionally and they need an outlet to vent. It may not be a very bad thing. I know CTRT says that complaining is a disconnecting habit, but it is also a way to let it out and vent. So people complain because they are in pain and they want to let it out. That's good. It also, and in talking about it, it might grow into their consciousness that this is affecting me, and hence they can take action to solve it. Like if I realize that I've been complaining a lot about, let's say, my mom, then I can find a way to fix this relationship with my mom after it's brought to my consciousness. So complaining is not all evil. Okay. Why else do people evaluate the sins of others? Okay, one thing is they like to project their own darkness outwards. Let me rephrase that. We as humans like to project our own darkness outwards. Why? Because it's always easier to slay the dragon that's outside our bodies. Easier to attack an annoying boss, an annoying colleague, an annoying family member than it is to face the sins inside. So somebody affects you, says something insensitive, does something rude, and it's like, alright, awesome, I just focus on that, get irritated, feel like a victim, and then slay the dragon outside, either by character assassination, bullying or what, and then I feel some relief. But the truth is, what will really grow you in terms of virtue or make you into a saint is the person who can identify the darkness within and deal with it. I think that is why Saint Teresa of Avila, in her book, the Vida, the book of her life, said this statement. I really like it. I can't remember the page, but she said that if you ever see something that offends you, immediately look for it inside you and feel sorry about it, and then pray for yourself and that person. Awesome. And there's something very humble about Saint Teresa of Avila as well. She says that, like, when people are accusing her, she wanted to set up a new house because she believes that the original Carmelite house wasn't strict enough. So people were gossiping about her, saying that this woman is not even as holy as the rest, and then who the hell does she think she is to set up a house that is even more stringent and more austere than ours? And so she was there in a council listening to people lambast her with all the insults, but she in the book she wrote, "Oh, I'm so happy that they are complaining about that, because if they only knew my true sins." You see, I think that really made her very humble. She located the darkness within her. Lately, I was watching a lecture by Dr. Keith Campbell. He wrote a book with Jean Twenge, a lot about narcissism, social media use, and all that. And So he said, like under psychodynamic, narcissism is the identifying with your ideal self versus your true self. To put it simply, we are a mix of good and bad traits, right? So narcissists are those who only identify with their good traits and totally are unaware of their bad traits. And that makes a lot of sense. Because if you're not aware of your bad traits, then you'll be thinking, I'm such a perfect person, you treat me so badly, there must be something wrong with you. Instead of thinking, oh gosh, did I do something irritating to irritate you? I'm so sorry. Let me look inwards to see if I can change. So as a result, they are like accumulating a lot of so-called grievances, grievances throughout the day, because everybody is offending this person who is so good, so perfect. So again, narcissism under psychodynamic is identifying with the ideal self versus the real self. So to make them more complete and to so-called like remove the cause of rage, you got to get people like that, which I don't know, maybe I'm narcissistic, to start to identify with our own inner darkness. Then we realize that, oh, okay, well, you did something irritating, but I've done that before. So I guess we're even. Today you offend me, but maybe 3 years ago, with the same manner, I hurt someone else. So, oh gosh, I feel bad for doing that. Now I know how it feels. See, you grow and become more complete, more and more like a saint. So is evaluating the sin of others completely bad? Not really. I mean, if you think about it in a very warped way, it does offer some temporary relief. And it also offers some gossip fodder, so you can talk about that random person outside, use him as a scapegoat, and then bond over some coffee or tea. So in a very warped way, I guess it does help form relationship, although I would prefer if we talk about other more, what's that word, wholesome things. But in the bad way is it prevents one from facing one's own sins, and that's bad, because that's the only area that we have control over, our own sins versus the sins of others. Okay, so this is a bit bizarre. I don't even know if it's real, but I'm going to raise it just to take a risk. Like I was watching some videos by exorcists, and they said that once you confess the sin, God just really forgives you for that sin. Even the devil or the small demons can no longer use it to attack you because you've confessed it. But imagine after that, somehow the priest who listened to that broke confidentiality and shared with everybody. So if even the higher principalities and powers cannot use it to accuse you, but your fellow men do that, then what travesty is that against the mercy of God? It's just, it's so bizarre. So in order to stop it once and for all, as people like priests or like even counselors like myself who listen to the sins of others, we really need to just stop it there. Not to judge people based on their sins, but the fact that you are willing to come and confess to me what you have done, to offer love, forgiveness, and help you to deal with it. Because you right now are being so brave to tell me about your sins. Let's find a way to solve that, to treat that behavior, to make it better. Okay? And okay, so in conclusion, what are some suggestions to fix it if you find that you have this sin, this proclivity to gossip or to like to evaluate the sin of others? Okay, number one, first, it really helps to be humble enough to know that you probably don't know enough of that person. Oh, so you beat your wife up. So what was the circumstances? Yes, beating your wife up is like objectively wrong and immoral thing to do. But what were the circumstances? Only the person and God knows, right? And the fact that the person is telling you that let's deal with your anger problem. Let's deal with this domestic violence in a compassionate way. So be humble enough to know that you don't know much. And every time, you see, I like this saying. I can't remember by who, but you never step into the same river twice. You are a different person and the river has changed. Right? So you might think that you know your client, but every time he comes back or she comes back, she's a different person. She's gained new life experiences. So you got to be open-minded and not so-called fixated on whatever label or diagnosis you've already plopped on her forehead, right? To understand that it's probably a brand new person that you're dealing with, and then remove the projection of your last impression of her and welcome this new one coming forward. Okay, second thing to do is like what Saint Teresa of Avila did, to channel the evaluation inwards, to locate the darkness within yourself, like, oh gosh, this person was really rude to me today. Instead of spending your time evaluating why he's probably like that and then bitching about it, gossiping, you can think about, when was the last time I did something similar to someone else? Try to find it. There's, oh, okay, so that's how it feels like. I think from that, give inner conviction to not go back to that dark place, if possible. Okay, so I don't know if any of you are familiar with Enneagram Type 2s, which I'm sometimes identify with, although I'm more like 5 and 9. I'm 259. But Type 2s, they are very friendly, very loving, very generous and giving, but their weakness is gossiping. So this thing about evaluating the sin of others, I probably have it. It's not something I'm most proud of. But at the same time, it helps me to continue giving, accumulating a lot of pain and then bitching about it. You know what I mean? So it is almost like it goes hand in hand. It is only when I so-called curb the strength to just give within limits, within healthy boundaries, then I can not suffer and be in so much pain that I need to complain. You get what I mean? It's quite... I'm not forgiving myself and giving myself absolution, but I'm just saying that sometimes your weakness and your strength are bundled together. If you don't have that strength, you won't have that weakness. If you don't have that weakness, then your strength cannot continue. So something for you to think about. Okay, so that's all for today's video. Hopefully I get the courage to upload this, and pray for me, pray for my family. Help me to get out of this phase of low serotonin levels so that I can be confident and happy again. And if this video has been helpful for you, kindly press like, share and subscribe. Thank you so much.